Namaste, hello everyone, and welcome to the Planetary Energetics Update for January 2025. It seems a little bit strange saying that because I'm sitting here recording this for you in December on the 18th, and we've just had an amazing full moon. Paul and I have been so lovely and honoured to have been invited to be part of quite a few ceremonies even that have taken place here. Biggest one being the Prism of Light that was led by a lot of spiritual community members here, and they even had peacemakers from Jerusalem that had us singing a beautiful, or rather chanting a beautiful peaceful mantra. It was just astounding, and we were even treated to a Balinese fire dance by a wonderful lady here in Sarasota, and quite synchronicity, amazingly, an owl started hooting during part of her fire dance. It was just, you can't make this stuff up. So it's a busy time of year, I know, for many of you as we move towards the end of the year in December. And it's also, isn't it, very much a time of this inner reflection on what we feel we've completed this year, how we've changed this year, how we've grown this year, new relationships and friendships we've made, maybe some have resonated away, all part of that natural cycle, isn't it? So I hope that you're having a nice time reflecting and being, most of all, really kind and really loving with yourselves, and acknowledging, I bet, at least a few really good things that have come into your life, maybe, hopefully, many, many more. So I know this time last year was in fact, one of the most challenging times for Paul and I, and this year we've just completely flipped things around. It's been a very fulfilling year, a year full of many, many blessings and new beginnings, and we're looking to just really keep developing those further and further. So whether you celebrate Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, or just some quiet, peaceful time, may you feel the love of the cosmos, of Great Spirit, the Creator, all around you and with you, knowing it resides deep within. And as we meditate more at this time of year and have some quieter time, that will strengthen us. So I'm going to call in my team. Partly they are, of course, the Galactic Federation of Light. They also now refer to themselves as the Divine Ones. What do I know? But their wisdom comes through with such empowerment for me. I find it's very strengthening at this time of year, but at any time of year. But right now I feel that there's a lot of excitement with them as well, a lot of this higher kind of cosmic energy that's infusing them and encouraging us to help us in so many ways to keep expanding. So I'll be quiet and allow them in, and I'll see you on the other side. Welcome, dear brothers and sisters. Our sister Caroline is very right in that, yes, there is a lot of energy around us, more so than there has been of late, because of these great openings and this great steps forward that humanity is in, and continuing to move and keep that momentum going of these changes that are, as we said in our last one, have been prophesied for so many hundreds of years. The energies that are coming into your planet now and affecting your heart, your well-being, trying their best to inspire your minds, are very much an energy of empowering you, of encouraging you to remember your divine foundations, the divine that resides within you. So you may have found yourself wanting to take action on things that you may have been thinking about for some time, but just found the confidence to do it, because this energy is, it is very much opening doorways, removing old belief systems, removing the old, because you are so willing in this orchestration to be doing that yourselves, knowing so clearly now, without doubt, that the old ways are to be left where they originated from, as you embrace these energies that are coming to you and come from your origin, dear ones, of pure, divine and loving consciousness. Within you, you are now finding that this movement is increasing, and there are times that you feel you don't have to look back anymore. We know our dear sister talked about reflecting on this past year, and that is okay. But it's very much time now of seeding these things that you want to bring into fruition, that you want to take form in 2025. And you have all the energy within you, all the energy supporting you, of us, your galactic family that you are all part of, and of Mother Gaia, and of the higher cosmic energies, because your progress, your growth, your expansion affects the entire creation of all that is. So you are now feeling this support, feeling this renewed strength within you. And if you're not feeling that, dear ones, we would suggest to you that you do a little delving into what beliefs, what thoughts, what habits you are still holding on to and not releasing, because as you release, you're allowing these higher frequencies in to take you on the path that your soul came to Mother Earth to live, to experience, but most of all to create in that way of love, in that way of wisdom. So as you focus on your frequency, is it a little low? Are you finding it difficult to bring into your life what you've been wanting? And if so, dear ones, we suggest that you make that time to again be honest, to be truthful, to be blatantly open with yourself and ask, what do I believe that is causing a barrier? Because these barriers now are at a point where just the slightest positivity, this slightest new belief, this slightest new thought pattern in growth, in allowing you to feel the divinity of who you are, they will just ping away. There isn't so much of that you're having to, or feel you have to, push against or push up upon. Because in truth, your divine energy never needs you to push. It is more an allowing. And this time now, these energies that are flowing through you and to you is a great time to ask yourself, what do I want to allow into my life? What do I want to create? What do I want to lay to rest, to say goodbye to? That's had its time, but it's time for a greater embodiment of your divine selves, a greater embodiment now of your sovereign being. And we hear some of you saying, well, what about all these things? Yes, all these things, we would say, all these distractions. Because remember, as you focus on your inner self and take yourself away from the circus, take yourself away from the distractions, you become more aligned to your essence, to your origins, to that of pure divine embodiment. So of course these distractions are going on at this time of year. We know many of you are so aware of this. But for those of you that may have been distracted by certain, shall we say, events in your news stories, on certain platforms, just be aware to not give that too much of your time, of your precious time, and bring your attention to what you want to create, to what you're resonating out into this world, because every single one of you, dear souls, is such a valuable part of seeding these great opportunities that your soul is singing for you, singing and encouraging you to find your unique way, your unique signature, to radiate out into the world and create this world that you are already seeing in many respects beginning to take form and take shape. Now, there are those of you that we feel are really already, and have been for some time, really embodying this energy and working with it and moving with it and shaping it into your unique desires. And now it's time to take those desires even further. And those of you that are maybe, because you're all so different, remember, do not compare yourself to others. And if you haven't been feeling this kind of lighter moving frequency, this lighter mover energy that makes things easier to manifest, then that's okay, because there are going to be layers of it. But take that time to really feel what it is, and it doesn't have to come in an instant, but what brings you joy, or what would you like to see more of in the world? And as you focus on that, you will find that your inspirations become stronger in your mind, become stronger in your thoughts, because these energies that are about now, that are coming to you all, are encouraging this bridge between your higher self, your highest state of being, and your lower self, the mind part of that, the ego part of that. It's time to now start to close that gap, because that gap several years ago was here, and now this gap is becoming smaller and smaller, where your higher self, the wisdom, the knowledge, the inspiration, the creativity, the joy, the peace, everything that your higher self holds is becoming closer and closer to this resonance of your lower self, because your lower self has been rising up as you have gained so much insight through this personal work, through this, if you like, this inner work that you have been doing, and this purging and this cleansing. You're starting to see results. So feel into that. Feel into your divine intuitions. Feel into your divine inspirations, into your divine, wonderful desires, that you are now knowing that you are on that so much closer, if you like, to diving in to what you want to bring into your life, into the earth, and into the lives of others. And because there is so many of you taking these, removing yourself from the distractions, removing yourself, because you're now of the realization that that is just not necessarily a waste of your energy, but that your energy and your focus and your thoughts and your creations can be put to far better use when you listen within to your voice, because your voice is growing stronger. And these energies that are coming in are encouraging that. So we have said this, we know, many times before, because this tool is so useful for you. Do journal your thoughts, particularly first thing in the mornings, because this is when you are in that state of between worlds. You're still so much more strongly and clearly connected to that wisdom of your higher self, to your non-physical self. So it is a very good time for you to, even if you just write some key words, dear ones, that will trigger this divine guidance that is coming through for you from your higher self. Remember, dear ones, your highest state of being is your strongest and most powerful guide, your strongest, most powerful teacher. So keep that connection to really valuing and honouring those inspirations, those thoughts from your higher self. Because as we say, that veil, that energy is so much clearer. The veil is so much thinner. In fact, we would go so far as to saying, with most of you, that veil has been removed. So use your telepathic skills. Even play games over your holiday season to test out your telepathic skills, but in a nice, relaxed way. Never feel that you are not as much as anybody else, because you are all parts of this cosmic jigsaw puzzle, and this higher consciousness now is leading you all so much more into living from your purpose, to living from your soul, to really embracing and also embodying your sovereign energy. Now, many of you may have been aware of you're becoming much more visual in your meditations, much more visual when you close your eyes in that connection to your pineal gland, because these frequencies are growing in their intensity. So it's not surprising that you're seeing more of this. And again, we say, share these visions with those that you share your lives with, because some people have maybe not taken as much notice of that. And this is going to then progress into stronger, clearer energy to you. There is also the light language, but also light language comes in written word, in geometric shapes, in beautiful shapes that many of you are starting to become more attuned to. And our dear sister had that premonition 2-3 years ago that in time, every inhabitant on planet Earth will speak light language. Even at this time when she had that premonition, she did think that light language wasn't really for her. And now we laugh and we celebrate with her, because it brings through so many powerful healing energies, so many powerful codes that are assisting others in their awakening. So this awakening now that's taking place is gaining so much more divine frequency in this awakening process. And some of you may feel a little dizzy at times. And again, we know that many of you, including our dear sister, feel intense tiredness at times. So we say to you, we advise and suggest to you, take the rest when you need to, because these frequencies now, these higher frequencies of this crystalline energy are integrating. As they come into your body, they're needing you to rest so they can integrate. And then as they integrate, they express themselves through your healing, through your words, through your creativity, through your friendships, through all of your interactions, all of your endeavors. So they need that time to integrate. So listen to yourselves and take that time to rest and sleep when you feel you can and when you have that opportunity to. Now 2025 is going to be completely different to this year that you're in at this time, because there is, as we say, a force field around and within Mother Earth and within all of your hearts, in all of your souls, that you are all calling for and looking forward to bringing in this higher energy. So in its form, it may take shape of, again, it's like in that dark room when you turn the light on, the dust is seen. So there will be some more clearing to go on, but also on the grander scale, we will say Do not be distracted by all these things that are trying to take your attention away, trying to water down the power of who you truly are. Do not be distracted. Hold your center, hold your peace. Find your favorite mantra or your favorite affirmation when you need to feel grounded, when you need to feel that connection to that portal of your heart. Visualize that portal emanating wider and wider and wider, because this is what is taking place. This morning when Caroline meditated, we did have a little chuckle because she felt at one point her heart was beating so strongly, and that is just those energies that many of you may experience. That is just those energies coming in from the power of your soul, of your divine self into your physical body. So just remain calm, just breathe through them. And it's just that acknowledgement that your heart center is open and your heart center is drawing in those higher energies so you can live this magical life. And believe us when we say it will be magical as next year unfolds. Each one of you is a powerful being of light. Remember this. Do not feel sadness at things that are moving out of your life. Remind yourself of this cyclical energy. And as it rises, new things, opportunities, new people, new places will be brought to you, because your influence, your energy needs to interact with larger scales. If we stayed the same all the time, there wouldn't be that expansion. And remember that at your heart, you are connected to all beings, all your brothers and sisters on the earth, whether you agree with them or not. On a soul level, allow that love to remind you that everybody is just here to play out their part in the story, their part in this dream, if you like. So try again to not be attached to other people's behaviour. If it does sadden you, if it angers you, if it triggers you, take that deep breath, dear ones, and center yourself in your heart and just allow those unwanted thoughts or feelings to resonate out of your field. And we are always with you. We say this every time because we know sometimes you need that reminder. If you're feeling despairing, change that around to feeling that hope that creates greater things for you to enjoy, for all humanity to be embraced by the divine from within you, as you continue to walk your path in the empowerment of your loving heart, in the empowerment of your soul, that you are all fractals of the divine. Remember this, dear ones. Every single one of you is a fractal. Think of those universes, the universe you're in, and then use your imagination. Open yourself up. This is not the only universe. There are a multitude of universes beyond and beyond and beyond. The energy is vast. Take yourself and give yourself a little time to think of all those vast universes that are in existence. And all these beings from those existences are here to support every one of you. As human consciousness now is taking leaps and bounds into catching up, if you like, to these more advanced civilizations that part of your higher self is part of. And you are just working on bringing the least evolved part of you up to meet and merge and work with that higher part of who you are. And this is what these energies are doing at this time. So if you feel that there are times, like we say, dear ones, you have to take it easy, do that. But at the same time, when you feel inspired to take action, to move into things that are calling your attention, that you feel magnetized towards, with other friends, with other people, with new ideas, with new situations, building these adventures for you to really manifest in this world that is taking shape, this new earth. So we are going to leave it there, dear ones. Feel that energy. Breathe it in. Feel that energy becoming a greater part of your physical body, of your humanness, as you expand and elevate your energies into the frequency of your divine selves. Hold dear to your true thoughts. Hold dear to your sovereignty. Be the confident warrior that you are, with love, with gentleness, but with courage. And we are all supporting you. Your galactic family, the angelics, the celestial beings, the seraphim, the masters and the great masters, the great creator of all existence is within you and accessible at all times. So allow yourselves to remember this. Allow yourselves to connect to all of existence and feel that power within you, dear ones. Feel and allow yourself the blessings that abound, the abundance and the joy and the peace. Allow yourself to connect to those frequencies, for they are dancing and singing within and around you. Become part of that music. Become part of that harmonic resonance now, with your heart and your higher mind, with your soul, all that is waiting to embrace you. So embrace it all. We wish you a beautiful season, and we look forward to communicating with you again very soon, dear ones. Keep shining even more brightly every day. We love you. Feel our love. Feel the love of all those in the non-physical, always with you, always there for you to tune into as you relax and allow that stillness to fill you. Goodbye for now, dear ones. Gosh, I could really feel this energy just expanding and almost like spiraling out. And I felt that they wanted to say, the more we expand, the more we take on that, almost like that energy of who we really are, we're just not going to look back. We're just going to sparkle and shine and just really come into the fullness of all that we are. So I'm really looking forward to that. And I know that you are too, but I have had a lot, as I say, and I know many of you have a lot of things occurring that are showing you that you are in alignment and you are divine. You are all parts of the divine. Remember that. Remember the truth of who we are. So I'm wishing you a wonderful holiday, whatever you celebrate, Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, or just, as I say, the peace and the quiet of this time. Take that time to remember the power of prayer, the power of our thoughts, the power of connecting through our hearts to all that we are. Ia na shona kia akashana tai o kadama ia na ashana ia kakakata o kashana ia na maai e shana e ia Shiana tuana mashayana kayana kia shanaka kaya kaniyantatai akayana ma o ishana kaya etiana, etiana, etiana. Wasn't expecting that, but when that light language comes through, I have to let it through. So I feel that that was their gift to all of us, full of blessings, full of the frequencies we need individually to help us keep connecting to that higher energy of loving divine consciousness. Goodbye for now. Please remember to share and like, subscribe if you already haven't, and I really look forward to seeing you all. Wishing you a wonderful new year. And I know some of you celebrate that later with the Mayan calendar as well. But whatever you do on that, around that holiday season, may you feel my love, feel blessed, and allow yourself the joy and the peace and the power to be who you are. I love you. Namaste.